Today on Play to Win, here we go with NFL Week 6. Can the Falcons save their season? Plus, we'll talk Dogs, Gators, and LSU. It's all that and more on the fastest 30 minutes in television, football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win. Xfinity. And Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow you. Welcome to Football's Play to Win with Falcons All-Pro defensive end Chuck Smith, Falcons All-Pro offensive tackle Bob Whitfield, Play to Win expert Jeffrey the Edge Schechter, player medical and injury reports with Dr. Sadiq Al-Amin, Falcons All-Pro wide receiver Terrence Mathis, and your host, Nikki Williams. Today's hometown team report is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win.
Good morning, Atlanta. I have missed you guys, and I've missed my guys
Welcome
here
back.
at the show. Thank you so much. Little quick trip to Europe, but I heard you guys held it down.
Quick trip.
Boat riding, private jets.
Yacht.
It was a little ridiculous. It's not even a humble brag. It's just a straight up brag. But thanks for having me back. Jeffrey the Edge Schechter, Bob Whitfield, Terrence Mathis, and Chuck Smith. Guys, what happened while I was gone with the Falcons? And I don't want some positivity, kumbaya stuff. What's it going to take for the Falcons to salvage their season at this point?
Got to come together. Number one, they got to believe in themselves, but the Falcons got to stop making bonehead mistakes. They got to stop blowing coverages. They got to do what their coach do, because the things that they're making mistakes on, guys, are things that are elementary. They're fundamental things that you learn at a young age. To me, it starts with, number one, the fundamentals, doing what you're supposed to do.
The defense is terrible. I mean, I couldn't even dream of what they could do to improve.
Yeah, but we can't do anything about it right now. So how are we going to row with these orders we've been given?
What's going to happen right now? You're going to find out how many guys in that locker room still cares. When it comes to, you paying guys a whole lot of money to do a job. And then I guarantee you there's some guys in the locker room saying, we're paying a whole lot of money for these guys to be big-time players. And there's going to be a little bit of resentment in that locker room right now.
Hey, just win, baby. Ain't that what the Raiders say? Just win, baby. Just win a game. Just win a game. And Arizona's up. It's a game you can win.
This group of players' time has come and gone.
We've got more on the Falcons coming up later in the show, but when we talk about win, baby, win, and what it takes to win, what's it going to take for UGA to not have a slip-up?
Against Carolina?
Well, I mean,
look,
just being honest,
they're going to
crazier
open
things
up
have
the
happened.
offense on South Carolina. Look for Jake Fromm to be a Heisman hopeful this week. 4 or 5 touchdowns from Fromm.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
Just play the way they've been playing, take care of business, and
that's it.
And
Heisman hopeful for Fromm this week. Jake from State Farm.
And that's all they wrote. What's it going to take for Tech to upset Duke? Is that even
create turnovers. Duke last week had 6 turnovers. David Cutcliffe, Duke's head coach, said we're going to make it a lot more simple this week. So I think Georgia Tech continue to throw the ball also. Georgia Tech last week had a great offensive performance by quarterback James Graham, 171 yards. I think Georgia Tech throw the ball, run with effectiveness, but also, create some turnovers.
When did this guy ever use a stat line?
They did hang in against North Carolina last week, so they are improving.
The evolution.
They did score 15 points in the fourth quarter, and that's what I think they can build on that. And I think at the end of the day, they got to score some points to win.
Got to score some points to win. You heard it here first, guys. Still to come, we take a look at the Dogs and see if South Carolina can threaten them in Athens. But next, it's time for the ACC and SEC breakdown. Will Clemson and Bama have any trouble against the Noles and Aggies? Find out on Football's Play to Win.
On or off the field, we all have rules to play by. But what happens after a serious car crash? When the insurance company won't play fair? At Montlick & Associates, we know injury law, and we know what it takes to win. After all, we've been winning in our field for over 35 years. If you've been injured, we're here to help. Simply dial #WIN from your cell phone for your free consultation. That's #946.
With the all-new Silverado HD, Silverado's now the only truck brand that can offer trucks with best-in-class towing, or trucks with best-in-class camera technology, or larger, more functional beds than any competitor. The only truck that can compare to a Silverado is another Silverado. Or get a total value of over $9,300 on this Silverado with a larger, more functional bed than any competitor. Or during Truck Month, make no monthly payments for 90 days.
Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
This is Will preparing for takeoff. And this is a loving reminder from his wife.
Tray table.
This is Will finally depositing that expense check.
Seatbelt.
Oh, and this is Will paying his brother-in-law back with Zelle for their annual camping trip.
Seat back.
And this is Will finally relaxing for the long flight. This is your right here, right now bank. This is Wells Fargo.
Whether it's time to get to work or to your weekend, make sure it's all quality time. Get to Nissan Truck Month and save big on a J.D. Power award-winning truck, including Titan, best in quality, and Frontier, best in dependability. Both with the tech you want and the quality you need. Hurry in to Nissan Truck Month today. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months, and for a limited time, get the Midnight Edition package at no extra charge.
Today's SEC and ACC report is being brought to you by your Atlanta Nissan dealers.
Welcome back. Now let's talk some college football. Florida State headed in to take on number 2 Clemson at Clemson. Now, when I left town, Clemson in the AP poll was at number 1. I guess after that close victory over North Carolina, they've slipped down to number 2.
Yeah, they slipped them down a little bit, but they're facing the Willie Taggart Road Show.
Oh.
Vaudeville clowns. They're going to show up at Clemson. There'll be a bunch of sad-faced clowns up there. I'm telling you, it's tough for Willie Taggart. He might be the first college coach that gets the axe.
Well, right now they won 2 in a row, 30-plus points a game, and they're 2-1 in the conference. But like we said, that lackluster performance against North Carolina, then a bye week, lights out.
That used to be a big game. I mean, one of the biggest games of the season.
It was.
And now it's batting practice for Clemson, you know.
Times have changed. Talking about some mismatches here. It looks like trouble is coming to town. Alabama traveling to take on A&M. Texas, yeah.
You know, Alabama right now, they're cruising. I mean, this is the best offense that Alabama's ever had. Some people say they have the possibility of having 7 first-rounders. The question is, if they win it all, is this the greatest Alabama team of all time?
Right when you think they couldn't possibly get any better.
Yeah, but Alabama, the key here is the quarterback, Tua Viola, right? If he stays healthy, they're going to be successful. If he hurts, he has an ankle issue, they're going to struggle. But right now, this Alabama team, they're rolling.
Texas A&M got a quarterback too, buddy.
Oh, boy.
A&M's an overrated team with an overrated coach.
That 12 man in that
like
stadium
mine.
is going to be, they're going to need 12 men on the field.
13, 14.
Kelly Mond, come on now. Kelly Mond.
Bob, you just got shut down.
They'll need the whole rooting section.
Well, guys, now it's time to throw it over to our college football showdown of the week.
Today's Showdown of the Week is being brought to you by AT&T. More for your thing, that's our thing.
Everybody's eyes are going to be glued to Tiger Stadium. Florida and LSU, possibly the nation's best offense in LSU, pitted up against one of the nation's best defenses. So
nobody's giving Florida a chance. No one's giving Florida a chance right now, and I'm surprised because when you think about what Florida did against Auburn, they bullied Auburn. Bo Nix, 3 interceptions. This was a team that, they really took it to Auburn, but to me, it's going to come down to the defense. You got the top 5 pass rushing defense when it comes to sacks in Florida going against one of the weak points of LSU. That's the key. You want to slow down LSU, get to Joe Burrow. Florida has, to me, a mismatch against this LSU offensive line. Just a matter if they can take care of business and make Joe Burrow uncomfortable in the pocket.
Hey, you just forgetting about LSU's defense and that secondary. And what you have for LSU is a team that can handle Florida's offense. Florida's quarterback, what's this? It's about 4th or 5th start going on right now. Yo, he's still a puppy compared to them. He's not a big dog yet.
LSU's defense got drugged when they played against Texas. This ain't a great defense to me.
They have 38 points to Vanderbilt.
Thank you.
As you said, Florida defense have to step up. At the end of the day, they have 12 interceptions to Burrow's only 3 on the year. But you have that 3-headed monster with Jefferson, Chase, and what's the third one?
The monster.
Marshall Jr. So
go.
at the end of the day, it's going to be a great matchup. Number 1 offense in the conference, and number 2 defense in the conference.
Yeah, I think Florida's defense has allowed 57 points total this entire season. Jeffrey, how do you pick the game?
The last thing in the world Florida wants is a shootout with LSU. Mullen's a great coach, but I do think LSU's going to beat him. Give him 13.5 points. And they're going to score a lot of points. And Florida's not.
That's what Jeffrey's crystal ball has told him, guys. When we return, it's time for the Dog Report. Hear what the key is for UGA to continue dominating their SEC East counterparts. And later, we'll dive into the curious case of the Falcons' defense as we continue on football's Play to Win.
Whether it's time to get to work or to your weekend, make sure it's all quality time. Get to Nissan Truck Month and save big on a J.D. Power award-winning truck, including Titan, best in quality, and Frontier, best in dependability. Both with the tech you want and the quality you need. Hurry in to Nissan Truck Month today. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months, and for a limited time, get the Midnight Edition package at no extra charge.
Oh, I'm glad you found it.
Oh, we were just happy to get some time away.
You're the first couple to try our new bed and breakfast bundle. It's bed and breakfast in the same room. You wake up to the smell of coffee and bacon, made by a private chef, right there.
So we're sleeping in the kitchen.
Well, I'm sure you'll write it better than that for the review.
Stuck in a bad bundle? Get a great one. Bundle AT&T Fiber and DirecTV and get a $100 reward card. Limited availability may not be in your area. More for your thing. That's our thing. Call 1-877 only ATT.
This is it. Real food for real people. This is it. Barbecue and Seafood announces our leaner, meatier, delicious new St. Louis style ribs. They're marinated, seasoned, and smoked to delicious perfection. Get your half slab today. Delicious sides, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, sweet potato souffle, and a homemade dessert. Strawberry shortcake, banana pudding, and peach cobbler with that extra crust. Order online at thisisitbbq.com. St. Louis style ribs.
It's strange, but I don't need space from you. In every single thing you do, it feels nice.
The 2019 Nissan Kicks. Get here today and choose the 2019 Nissan Kicks starting at just $18,640.
Today's University of Georgia Report is being brought to you by Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow you.
Welcome back. Now let's talk some Georgia Bulldogs, courtesy of Beaver Toyota. Bob, I think you said you were trying to get a...
Yeah, little Camry for Bob. Love it. Nice little Camry.
Shameless plug. I'm personally a fan of that RAV4, so if you guys just have any extras laying around, I love it. They just came out with a new body style. It's awesome. And I might need one to drive up to Athens to see what I consider will probably be a little bit of a bloodbath.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does Georgia have anything to worry about? Maybe that pin and pull rush attack?
No, they got to worry about my signs. From for Heisman. From for Heisman. And what we're going to see is this is a game where if I was Kirby Smart, because, I'm not the coach, but if I was, I would let From open up. Hey, throw a couple extra times. Let's get down the field. Let's do some extra stuff. Let's have a quarterback happen here. From for Heisman.
Well,
flex on him From.
Well, exactly. I hear you, Bob. But South Carolina... I mean, you all on the Fromm train, but here's the thing is, when you look at South Carolina, Rico Dowdle, they're going to try to run the ball. They're going to try to keep Fromm off the field. South Carolina, to me, that's their biggest chance. But one thing I saw last week when Georgia played against Tennessee, Tennessee took a lot of deep shots, and they connected on a couple of them. So I think Georgia has to go in there, be confident, but don't be cocky and understand that.
No pun intended.
No pun.
Cocky.
Well, there you go. All right, back to you. Back to you.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please carry on.
Nah.
I'm just being punny today.
I think Georgia's have to keep their eye on the prize, and they're trying to get to the national championship game, and they just got to play hard, continue to play hard, and win this football game.
No turnovers either. Georgia, you just can't give South Carolina any life. You got to smother them.
But South Carolina can score points, so they could put a little scare into Georgia.
You really think?
A very little scare.
Hold up now, real quick. I'm agreeing with you, Jeff. When did Georgia become Muhammad Ali versus some? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier. We've seen,
Since
upsets.
when did South Carolina become Joe Frazier?
Well, Muhammad Ali versus Bob. Come on now.
Or Tyson versus
Hey, Bob's big.
Okay, Bob, right. So Bob beat him, that would be what? An upset. But to me, South Carolina beating Georgia is not some historical upset. So people, to me, are putting way too, giving Georgia, I mean, they deserve respect. But this right now isn't a team that they can't lose. I mean, so I just got to be real with it. It's not some historical upset. You know what I'm saying? It's not Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson.
It's
You and your-
for Heisman.
And I'm like on some boxing today, but
I'm on I know.
and work that out, whatever I said, but you kind of get it.
You know, Muhammad Ali, when he became the champion, all that, he would fight the bum of the month. So now Georgia plays the bum of the week.
Well, back to football, Jeffrey. How are you picking the game?
Again, it's a tough pick. 24.5 points is a lot of points. I don't like to pick these games, but I need to do it for TV. So, if you must, take the 24.5 with South Carolina. They may be able to hang around for a while.
There's no business like show business,
You know,
guys.
Tennessee would have covered last week if not for that fumble, and Georgia ran it back in. So.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Now it's time for you guys to be the expert and play our Ippolito's You Be the Expert contest. This season, be sure to visit our website, playingtowin.tv, and take a shot to be #1 against all the competition by picking this week's college and NFL winners against the spread. We'll be giving away Ippolito's $100 and $50 gift certificates to each week's first and second place winners. So make sure you come back every week and prove your football IQ by being the best at predicting this week's college and NFL games. Ippolito's, a great neighborhood Italian restaurant. All right, y'all, after the break, the Falcons are limping into this weekend's matchup with the Cardinals. Is there hope for a turnaround? Find out on Football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by your Atlanta Nissan dealers, Moe's Southwest Grill, and the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute.
At Beaver Toyota, we have a vehicle for everyone. Hundreds of pre-owned and certified Toyotas. Plus, we carry Honda, Nissan, Ford, Chevy, and Kia. We have what you're looking for, even vehicles as low as $59.95. Looking for a new car? No problem. Take a look at our huge selection of Highlanders, Tacomas, and the all-new RAV4. Did I mention all these come with a lifetime warranty and oil changes? At Beaver Toyota, if we don't have it, they don't make it. Come check out the all-new Beaver Toyota coming.
When your psoriasis is bad, it can be hard to see what's possible. But the possibilities become clear with Taltz, the first and only treatment of its kind offering a chance at 100% clear skin. With Taltz, up to 90% of those with moderate to severe psoriasis saw a significant improvement of their psoriasis plaques. Some even saw 100% clear skin. Don't use if you're allergic to Taltz. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. Increased risk of infections and lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about infections, symptoms, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop, worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to. Serious allergic reactions can occur. See the possibilities. Ask your doctor about Taltz.
Want to take your X5 to the next level? Now you can with X5 Advantage, giving you enhanced performance and protection. When devices are connected to your home's Wi-Fi, they're protected, helping keep outsiders from getting inside. Plus, you get unlimited data, so you can stream, surf, and game all you want. With confidence, you can get coverage where you need it most. That's X5 Advantage. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $20 a month for 12 months. Or get 4 times the speed for just $10 more a month. Call, click, or visit a store today.
Own the tailgate with the new Georgia Bulldogs Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every dog's tailgate with chicken, biscuits, fixins, and tea. Dogs dig the new Georgia Bulldogs Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all.
In Chili Nation, a football rivalry is no match for chili on top of a wiener. But when the chili runs out, so does the magic.
Today's Atlanta Falcons report is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, find new roads.
And we're back, and we're going to talk about the Falcons and the Cardinals and the air raid offense. Kyler Murray, is there any way to fix the Falcons' defense? We were talking about that at the top of the show. You guys had a lot of thoughts on it.
Well, the team and the regime is on life support.
Team regime, I'm saying, listen to the fans. They say fire the defensive coordinator.
I'm saying yes now. there is a way for them to improve. It starts with, number one, getting lined up. The Falcons had 10 men on the field last week. They had 12 different times on defense. So when that happens, you can tell there's some dysfunction on the sideline. So number one, get the communication from the sideline coming in. Number two, make calls that the players can handle. The players clearly didn't understand the scheme because they were in the wrong positions. So the Falcons on defense, they can get better, and everything gets better. The first thing, you got to know how to line up, which is number one.
Know how to play football. Okay. Noted.
And I agree, because you got to reboot. You got to reboot and start from the basics. If these guys are lining up wrong, that means you're not teaching them right. And so that's what they have to do. They have to go back to the basics and rely on their athletic skills and do what's right.
You sure, T-Mac? Now, one thing I'm going to disagree with what you said. They're not teaching them right. So they were playing cover three. They were playing some basic defenses, T. The players got to take some responsibility, too.
That's true.
I mean,
to me, the players
are...
Right, because you're at that level, you should be able to know what coverage is what coverage and where to line up every Sunday. But sometimes it can get confusing with all these different schemes.
Well, what's confusing is Honorable Tim Lewis, coach, said, hey, you build up with these fan expectations and now you don't live to what the fans want to see you do. So the fan grumbling and rumbling is now seeping up upstairs and has Arthur Blank. Maybe he has a short leash on Dan Quinn. So what it makes is that the team has the media, the fans, trying to be the GM, and what we're calling for is heads to roll.
It's happened before, and it won't be the last time that happens. Jeffrey, pick the game.
Well, Falcons were winning 17-16 at the half last week. Houston adjusts, and they scored 53 points. I mean, I like Arizona at home. Take the 2.5 points. I can't see Atlanta stopping anybody.
Okay.
You hate to hear it, guys. When we come back, Dr. El-Amin checks in with his player injury report. Stay with us on Play to Win.
With the all-new Silverado HD, Silverado is now the only truck brand that can offer trucks with best-in-class towing, or trucks with best-in-class camera technology, or larger, more functional beds than any competitor. The only truck that can compare to a Silverado is another Silverado. Or get a total value of over $9,300 on this Silverado with a larger, more functional bed than any competitor. Or during Truck Month, make no monthly payments for 90 days.
Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
Three words: liquid, white, gold. Dive into our queso today.
On or off the field, we all have rules to play by. But what happens after a serious car crash? When the insurance company won't play fair? At Montlick & Associates, we know injury law, and we know what it takes to win. After all, we've been winning in our field for over 35 years. If you've been injured, we're here to help. Simply dial #WIN from your cell phone for your free consultation. That's #946.
Whether it's time to get to work or to your weekend, make sure it's all quality time. Get to Nissan Truck Month and save big on a J.D. Power award-winning truck, including Titan, best in quality, and Frontier, best in dependability. Both with the tech you want and the quality you need. Hurry in to Nissan Truck Month today. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months, and for a limited time, get the Midnight Edition package at no extra charge.
Queso makes everything better. Even steak. Dive into our new steak and queso today.
Today's player, medical, and injury report is being brought to you by the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute.
Welcome back to Play to Win. We got the doctor in the house, Dr. El-Amin. He always walks us through the injuries plaguing the NFL, and a lot of eyes on Patrick Mahomes right now, right?
Absolutely. As you know, Patrick Mahomes during his last game sustained an ankle injury or foot injury by his own guy, and it really affected him in the second half. So he should play this week, but he's going to be really slow. He's going to watch this. He probably won't be able to get out of the pocket as much, so this may hurt him the whole season.
Mason Rudolph.
That's right. As you know, the Pittsburgh quarterback sustained a concussion while on the field, really bad concussion. So he's going through the concussion protocol. From my understanding, he didn't pass this week, so he could be out a couple more weeks.
That's how long that concussion protocol
Absolutely,
takes.
it can, depending. And then we also have to talk about Clay Matthews, right? He broke his jaw during the game. That's right. So he actually had surgery. He's going to be out for maybe a month or maybe 2. So that's a pretty bad injury.
So he's wired shut.
He's wired shut. He's got some serious issues, but he should be back playing. He's a good player.
I can't imagine trying to play with broken jaw. Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown, that's the speedster from the Ravens. He's basically dealing with some ankle injuries. So they say he should play, but this will affect his mobility. So for fantasy players, you may want to not start him this week because he probably won't do well because his speed's going to be affected.
Pro tip from the doctor.
That's
Thank
right.
you so
Absolutely.
much for coming and taking us through all of these injuries. Of course, speedy recovery and well wishes for everybody out there. When we come back, it's time for the lightning round with Jeffrey the Ed Schechter. Don't you change that channel.
Athletes of all levels experience more wear and tear than most. Stop playing through the pain. Get the proper medical attention you need from Dr. Elamine and the staff at the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute. Our team includes specialists in many fields offering compassionate care and advanced treatments that will get you back in the game. From weekend warriors to athletes of all levels, we've got your back and shoulder and ankle and knee. Call today for an appointment or visit theshouldernation.com.
Whether it's time to get to work or to your weekend, make sure it's all quality time. Get to Nissan Truck Month and save big on a J.D. Power award-winning truck, including Titan, best in quality, and Frontier, best in dependability. Both with the tech you want and the quality you need. Hurry in to Nissan Truck Month today. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months, and for a limited time, get the Midnight Edition package at no extra charge.
Come into Longhorn Steakhouse for steakhouse cuts, like our one-of-a-kind 14-ounce Delmonico. Expertly crafted, fire-grilled, seasoned just right. With a steak this impressive, you won't think you're in a steak house. You'll think you're in a steak mansion. Hurry in for Longhorn Steakhouse Cuts, the mouth-watering New York strip, always popular Flo's Filet, and the limited-time 14-ounce Delmonico. That's how steak is done. Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak.
It's strange, but I don't need space from you. And every single thing you do, it feels nice.
The 2019 Nissan Kicks. Get here today and choose the 2019 Nissan Kicks starting at just $18,640.
Today's lightning round is being brought to you by Moe's Southwest Grill. Come in today.
Welcome back, and it is now time for our lightning round. Jeffrey the Ed Schechter, take us through those picks.
All right, Chuck, this one's for you. I like Tennessee at home getting 7.
Yes, sir.
You got it. Gets a not-so-good Mississippi State team. Navy, I love watching them play. I love them as an underdog. I take the one for them against Tulsa. You ever watch Iowa play? Beautiful uniforms, beautiful formations, and then they gain 3 yards. But this week, I like Iowa at home against Penn State. Take the 3.5. Russell Wilson is an animal. He's unbelievable, and Cleveland's a disappointment. Give the 1 with Seattle. I still like Minnesota. I think they're the best team in the NFC. Give the 3 at home for Minnesota against Philly. And San Francisco might be the second best team in the NFC. Take the 3.5 against the Rams.
Boom.
Saints are the best team in the NFC.
Here we go again. Guys, there's more to come, of course, on social media. Until next week on Saturday, 9 a.m. on Fox 5. Thanks for joining us for another week of Play to Win.
Today's show has been brought to you by This Is It Barbecue, Atlanta Peach Movers, and your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, find new roads.